What is this thing? Is it for $12 ice cream? It looks sort of like San Francisco. Do you think Nancy's heart is inside of this? It's really small, so might fit in there. But this is Holidays LALATE, and in today's recording, I deliver how to do holiday decor with existing things around the house that causes people to question what the hell is on the holiday table, and gets them talking and engaging during the holiday season for free. Next, I turn to stimulus and what's going on with executive orders, the push for $5,000 to come out as a stimulus check. Then, 5 people who got incredible grants in the last 24 hours because of this channel. I'll explain how you can get them as well. Meantime, the breaking news from Washington on stimulus and more developments just in the last few minutes. This is Holidays LALATE. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Holidays LALATE. How are you? This is our midday show on this channel, which is lighthearted and easy breezy. It does about 10 minutes of updates about stimulus and then goes right into holiday decor. First, some details about how stimulus and how to get money right now. And then we do deliver details about how to get to the holiday season on no budget, as you repurpose things around the house that are carefree, fun, and delightful to keep you in the holiday spirit. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do, because I'm getting you money right now. Not 5 days from now, not 5 months from now, and not 5 weeks from now. And in this video, I'm going to detail, ironically, 5 success stories, I guess the number 5 is working, that have revealed themselves in the last 24 hours on this channel because of these recordings. You could be the next success story. Then I'll be turning to your stimulus, executive orders, and what could be coming for stimulus orders as well. Then I'll be also turning to the details about enhanced unemployment benefits and exciting news about what's going on in Washington. If you've also not liked this video, please ensure you like the video. It helps in the rankings. Let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you sit here today is that there is incredible push for the president to do executive orders with existing CARES Act 1 money. The president has said he wants you to have stimulus checks. And ultimately, the big question will remain as we sit here in November. In all those months he says he was going to send out stimulus checks to you, is now the time. He said in June, in July, in August, and September, I'm sending out more stimulus checks and they're going to be landing in your hands. Then he tweeted in late September, send out the stimulus checks right now. Then he identified the $300 billion, which grew to $500 billion as more money came in, that could be repurposed as stimulus checks. Steve Mnuchin, his Treasury Secretary, said, let's just do a standalone bill and repurpose that money. And then this focus of this channel has been identifying the money, which initially was $800 billion, that would amount as a $5,000 stimulus check that the president can send out right now by executive order. But the news gets better. Now in recent weeks, more money that is use or lose money from the cities and counties is coming back to the federal government, and that can repurpose as a stimulus check. It only needs an executive order, pen to paper, and it's done. Doesn't need anyone to talk to about it except SBA, and it's done. It would be in your hands within 10 days thereafter. Now, the exciting also news is that the president already has an existing order, executive order, for LWA, so he doesn't have to write anything else. All he has to do is take some of the money existing sitting around and repurpose that for LWA by calling up the agency saying, hey, we're going to use this money for LWA again. He doesn't have to write another executive order. Why? Because LWA is written, goes through the end of this year. At least it will cover you for a couple more weeks before someone does something else. Yes, we need an executive order to extend FPUC, UI, and PUA past December. But we have money sitting around now that could be sent out right now. Mitch McConnell has said his first item of business was doing stimulus right after winning his Kentucky re-election seat. He hasn't done it yet. Nancy Pelosi said she wanted to reach an era of compromise and bipartisanship. She hasn't done it yet. And President-elect Joe Biden says he wants bipartisan relief. And Joe Biden has said he wants bipartisan relief to send out right now, but that hasn't happened as well. So what could happen in the coming days? Well, the focus of this channel has been getting you money right now. And in the last 24 hours, not less than 5 viewers have gotten incredible relief right now. This is with CARES Act 1 money that has been sent to cities and counties, and those cities and counties are now establishing grant programs. First, all viewers qualify for these grants if they are the rent assistance grants, the food grants, or the stimulus check. If you're on SSI, SSDI, and Social Security benefits, you qualify for them. The way you find them is you go on Google News and look for CARES Act grant, CARES Act 1 plus grant plus your city plus your county. Next, look today and then look tomorrow, because sometimes they're announced literally by the minute. On Monday, I detailed no less than 5 grants announced. I think it was 6 grants announced. And then Tuesday, I announced some more. These grants are being announced in a very short time frame, and there's only about a week to 2 weeks to apply usually for these grants. In the last 24 hours, I've had not 1, not 2, but 5 viewers get grants. Where are they located? 1 viewer was in New Jersey, 2 were in Florida, and I think 1 was in Texas. What were the grants for? They generally were all rent grants. How did they find them? They found them by following exactly my advice. Now, here's an additional twist. If you know your city or county's website, your official city or county's website, go on that, because they actually list grants. Here in LA or in Santa Monica, they have a website for the city that actually lists existing grants, that lists them by the item. And you can go through them and find them and apply. Then you can also call up your city or county and say, do you have any grants for rent or for utilities, or for stimulus, or for hazard pay, or for small businesses, or for stimulus checks? Do not call them up and say, my situation is this. Simply ask them, do you have grants for this? Next, always look for grants from your city and county for CARES Act. It's important to say this, but I didn't think it would be as obvious as it is. But some viewers have been looking for private grants. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about city and county grants from CARES Act 1 money. 1 viewer, unfortunately, paid $30 for someone to find them a grant, and that grant website was just for private grants. I'm not talking about private grants, folks. I'm talking about city and county grants. These are on your official city and county city pages. If they're not on them, you know they're not city and county grants. Next, escalated benefits. Wow. I was shocked how many viewers of this channel qualify for escalated benefits. This is for unemployment benefits, and they had never done it. What's important to understand is you just need to get the work done. You need to get that 2019 tax return out. You need to scan it. You need to write the letter, and you need to send it to your unemployment department. The hardest thing, believe it or not, is sending the letter. That's the hardest thing, and following up with them. What's important to understand, and I only saw this a few times, but I want to hit it right now before it grows any larger, is people think that you just sit back and everything lands in your hands. No, this is the state government. This is the federal government. They don't do anything unless you move. It's ironic that people don't realize that you start on base level unemployment benefits in your state, but may qualify for something higher. $100 more per week, several $100s more per week. This could be thousands of dollars in your account right now. And people just assume the states are supposed to do that for them. No, you have to do it. You have to apply for it. And guess what? They'll probably say, okay, we'll start paying you starting tomorrow. Then you have to say, no, you have to pay me retroactive. I've been on unemployment since this date. Oh yeah, I guess I'll take care of that. That's how they act. When I started this channel and I did EIDL, I was having viewers call up SBA every single day, call up 4 or 5 times every single day. Then when they weren't getting the answer, we did it to tier 2 and we took it to an escalated department. Then when tier 2 wasn't helpful, then we took it to a department above tier 2. We found other people that were in a separate building, separate, that could escalate their situations. People assumed that things would not progress easily. People in some of the comments say, you know, it's the federal government. They're just supposed to give us money when we're in time of need. No, this is the federal government. They're lazy. They're bureaucratic. They're administrative big tape. The money's there. Just go get it. But you gotta push, push, push. And keep your head up. You're gonna get it. Stay persevering and stay focused. Next. EIDL. That's at sba.gov. I'm shocked how many viewers qualify for SBA and EIDL, because there's so many viewers that I did not realize who are gig workers, side hustle, Airbnb, taxi cab drivers, Uber and Lyft. Go get it. It's shocking that SBA's EIDL is still around. It was gone, it came back, it went away, it came back. It's here right now. So get it right now. You know, with 2 million views a day, it's possible that my viewers will sort of crash it again. So go get it while it's fresh now, if you understand how to do it. Finally, one of the questions I'm starting to get once again, and it makes me laugh because I've done a lot of videos that were actually comedy videos about this, where people are saying, I'm having problems finding my Experian Vantage 3.0 score. I know, it is one of those things. It takes a little bit of searching. You have to be good at searching for things. I used to have one website that you could look at for free, but basically you can download the Experian app. You can call them on the phone. It is a little bit of a searching effort, but you can find it. It can be found in about half an hour. So no, FICO does not count. All right, let's turn to some holiday decor now that we're at the 10-minute mark. You know, one of the important things to do with the holiday season, even in the spirit of social distancing and, you know, not having large groups, is having your guests find comfort and conversation. And sometimes people want to put out a holiday decor that you sort of understand what it is the minute you come in the door, and you're like, okay, I see there's a lot of Santa here, a lot of Rudolph. Someone likes Rudolph. Well, what happens if you walk in and there's an alligator on the dining room table? Or what happens if you walk in and there's a platypus or a flamingo on the dining room table? Why is there a flamingo on the dining room table? And what is that flamingo doing? And why is that flamingo dancing to some Elvis song when you press a button? It's that type of conversational pieces which actually have the holiday spirit in mind. And that's what today's video is about. I want to show you examples of things that you can put on the holiday table that you may have sitting around the house that pushes the envelope of conversation. Here's an example of something. This is actually very un-holiday whatsoever. But it's an example of something you would put on the holiday table if you're having people over for some food or for some coffee and some tea. And what it actually is it's, believe it or not, I believe it's a creamer. I'm not even sure what it is myself, but it's a creamer. And you see you fill the cream from the top. You open up the roof. You look for Nancy's carrying heart in there. I can't find her heart in there. It's just not there. You know, Chuck Schumer, is there any stimulus in there? No, there's no stimulus in there. Mitch, are you there? And then you pour the cream out from the side. It's $12 cream. Sirloin would be very proud that I have this. And it's a creamer. And it shows the front door steps of Nancy's house. I don't know whose house it is, but it's very San Francisco-ish, you know, because it is a that sort of house in the style of San Francisco. And you would put it on the dining room table if you're having people over for some coffee, and so they're like, "Where's the cream?" They're like, "I've been to the Calcino. You don't have any cream." "I have cream. I have cream. Here it is." And you would just simply point to the item. They'd be, you know, the reaction's gonna be, "Oh, that's very delightful. How do you do that?" "Oh, okay. Larry, did you look at her creamer? This is really sort of delightful. What is this thing?" This, within just a second, it creates a conversation. Because what people want to do is chat around the holidays. They don't want to sit in and say, "Oh, you have 5,000 Santas on the dining room table. That's so scary." Because there's only one Santa. And why are there like 5,000 reindeers? Because, you know, Rudolph only had a certain in that sleigh, so did you not read the story? You have more reindeers than stimulus checks. Did you not notice that? Why are there dancing lobsters on the dining room table? Oh, I'm sorry, we're at Mitch's house, did not realize that. So what's important to understand is you need to keep it easy breezy. Earlier in one of the other videos, I had cowboy boot shot glasses. And I said shot glasses is a great way to keep your decor different, because ultimately people like to drink down around the holidays, especially if it's certain congressmen's houses, you know which ones. And then why not have shot glasses? They're very interesting. Well, in that same spirit, here's an example of a piece which every time I have it out, everyone's always asking something about this thing. And yeah, here you go. My goodness, what is that? What's going on? There's a lot of activity in this thing. Let me back it up a little bit for you. So it is a donkey. It's a donkey or a burro. I have a lot of international viewers who tune in every night to evenings to Purple Power Live. We had someone, Arturo from Salvador, and we had someone from Brazil, and someone from Mexico 2 nights in a row, so that was quite interesting. Someone from Mexico City last night. So here is a burro, and what it's supposed to be is a burro transporting items, and it's not holiday-ish, but boy, you can see the holiday spirit that delivers if you had something like this on the dining room table. It has, little pots that you would put your tamales in, and some jugs of water at the top. I'm holding on for dear life, so I don't want to be touching the thing, pointing at the thing, because I don't want to drop it at the same time. But you can see, let me if I turn it to the sides there. So then you can see up on the top parts, there are some really cute baskets that are hanging, and then there's some, what are those? Are those yoga mats in the back? No, I don't think those are yoga mats. It's just a lot of fun. I mean, this is clearly a conversational piece every time someone sees it, because this is like, what is that? Oh my goodness, that's just delightful. And it takes a couple minutes to even figure out what's going on. It's sort of like when every time Nancy Pelosi introduces a $3.5 million stimulus bill and Mitch McConnell just sort of stares at it and doesn't understand what all that excess is. Well, there's a lot of excess here. And this is how you keep things very fun, by doing things like this on a dining room table that you may already have around the house that is just over the top, a little bit confusing, and a little bit of what the hell is that? What the hell is really one of the best ways to do your holiday decor, because what the hell really gives people a lot of fun and just something to talk about. You want to put it in a place that doesn't overcome the entire dining experience or the entire table. So you may want to put it at the end of the table, or if you have a side table where people are getting their coffee and tea from, then maybe dress it up on that as well. And this is how you sort of get through the holiday season with really not, going out to your local store and buying the ornaments that everyone always buys. People just assume because of the holidays, I gotta go buy this. I gotta go buy this decor. No, just use what you have around the house and put it out there. Now, if you have young little kids and they did something at kindergarten, or they did something at nursery school, like a little card they wrote or a nice little picture they drew, put it on a little stand and put it on the dining room table. So when your family come over, they can see the cute little card they wrote at school. Nothing says more of the holidays than sharing the spirit of what the family members have done over the last year. Remember, holiday decor is not about spending money. It's about expending a spirit, by sharing a spirit of inviting and chatting and festiveness. And with that, I hope you had a great afternoon. Join me on Afternoons LATE at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time, where I have big developments about your check, SSDI, SSI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, and breaking developments from Washington as well. Moreover, I'll find more money for you like I did for those 5 other viewers earlier today. It's going to be very exciting, so stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, please go to the front channel, subscribe, because I'm finding you money right now. You need the money to get through this holiday season, and I'm finding you the money while giving you updates about your second stimulus check. Also, like this video. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay LA for more.